Good morning, everyone. It's a normal morning back in Cebu, and finally, I'm back. And where do you find me? Well, you find me on my neighbor's lot, walking about and making this first of hopefully a few more videos from Philippines. Now that I'm back again, and coming back to Philippines was super good and much more easy than I thought. It had all the requirement. We had been vaccinated, every one of us, and one of us, I mean me, my wife, and my two children. And my two children, they're not small anymore, so they are 24 and 21 years of age. And my daughter, she have a birthday coming up in a few days, so we're starting to prepare for that, and we'll celebrate it over at other field. But you look at this place, kind of nice casting this. I like it because of the shadow it casts. But if you was a farmer, then you would hate this, because this is what the tornado did with almost all the mango trees here. So you see, maybe up here, the mango tree which was standing here snapped, or the tree snapped, and almost all the tree snapped and fell down. So what we do, we try to clean up, and there is a whole lot of cleaning up to do. So cleaning up, I think, will take maybe a few years, because we do it manually right now, and we do it step by step. Take one area and then go to next, and so on. But now this area is actually very beautiful. I think it is beautiful from the ground, at least, because I like birding, as you know, and going and looking for new birds in a place like this is quite nice. Can you hear the silence? No. If you come to Cebu and expect to live in province and have it quiet all the time, you will be deeply disappointed, because the reality is that you will hear things like the chainsaw, and maybe in the background you will also hear another neighbor who have been, when I say neighbor, I mean someone living about 800 meters that way, but they have insisted on playing loud music for the last few nights, and that might be a sign that they are really not at home. And if you hear a house in Philippines and there is super hot, I mean high music, I would guess that no one is home in that house. So this is my neighbor's lot, and over in this direction we have a guardhouse. Over to the other side, that is a lot we own, and here is 3 houses. So there is one house of Joseph, then we have a small, so that for the green one with the green roof, that is Joseph's house. Then we have a small sari store here, and then we have the mother to Junjun living down here on that our part of the lot. But this part is currently no one living, and that is a good thing, because this will be someone's home one day, and this will be a beautiful place when it's fully developed into a home and garden and so on. So if you come here and want to do stuff yourself, you have plenty of opportunities, because there is so much land that you can buy if you have the money to do so. And what we did, we purchased lots then put it together into one big land. So we will go over to our side soon, and then you can see what harm the typhoon made on our part. So that is Archie's chicken saying welcome to a new day. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and the temperature, let's look at the temperature for now. 23.8 degrees, so 24 degrees. Plenty hot, I would say. If someone you have seen my videos before, you've seen that I've been sitting on this part under this mango tree that was a mango tree. Now it's just it's a small tree compared to how it was, but the typhoon knocked it off, and we have piles of debris all over now, and we will try to clear as much as possible to make it green and nice again. And here onto behind me, you can see the pomelo trees on that side. You will see one mango tree, and then at the background you will see pomelo trees, and I have started cutting down those, so the field will look more and more, hopefully more and more like this in grass, and then we will have some fruit trees and coconut trees that we're now planting. And to my side here, that is my house, so that is where we live. And another video I will take you inside, and we will see how my garden is doing, because my garden is truly flourishing, and it's a wonderful sight. But I think I will show you that during nighttime, because nighttime I find it's so quiet, but it's so beautiful. And remember this one, I think I made a video here talking about the kingfisher's habitats. And the kingfisher is still around, but now we have planted a lot of banana here. And to my back, if you can see my back here, you see there is my metal rings. So my metal rings, they are still standing, and we do not have any rats in this one. But what you see when that we have a few, not so many coconut trees now, because when the hurricane hit, these trees were also affected, and as you see we are using some branches to support them so that they don't fall down. And then we have planted in between those. And here we have some visitors coming. Morning. Morning. Don't worry, I'm not filming you. So this is how the farm is, the place is doing it right now. And behind me you will see that we, when there is available space, we have planted some more coconut trees. So this place will then be full of coconut trees. And to my back we have banana. Going over to the other side, we will have coconut trees, some pomelo that is still standing. But as you see, it's a sad sight. It's a sad sight. We had hoped that we had some fresh pomelo at this time, but I don't think we have any so far, but that's okay. Look here, look here. Can you see? One mango tree fell down, and then we had another one here that we just chopped down, and here it is lying, and it brought with it, took the fence down and broke one of the fence poles as it fell onto the fence. So I think I need to make a new fence pole, buy some more bob wire to put up this fence. And if you look down below now, you will see that we have actually expanded the road. I told you that I think I would use a few weeks, months. You probably know me by now. It will take years before I complete this road because I have so many things to do. But here you can see that the road is now much longer, paved. So I will just continue on this project as times go by, and I have a long time. I don't have any short horizon or need to do everything in a hurry. So this thing will probably take me months and months and months and years before I will finish this project. So we are just walking now on the road that we own, and here the neighbor is working and doing some cleaning.
Hey!
Hello!
Hello!
Hello! Now what's your name?
GR.
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 GR. Oh, that's a good name. And you live here with your grandmother?
Yeah.
Yes. And it's a good thing to, if you're gonna build here, if you haven't,
House.
if you're gonna build a house there,
Yeah.
yes, you are my double today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna repeat everything I say. So if you're gonna build here, I suggest you buy
Yeah.
a large portion of land, and
Yeah.
and the reason for that one is
Bye.
bye-bye. The reason why you should buy a large portion of land is that many people will come close to you. And if you, for instance, live by the sea and have a road between you and the sea, you might have a new neighbor coming up and building a huge fence, much taller than your second or third story house, and you lose everything because your lot is not where you actually wanted it. You wanted to have a view of something, but because of your size of your lot, it prevents this. And I saw that big bad example of that going towards Toledo. So we are in between Aloguinsan, Pinamongan, Toledo. So I saw that a person building a beautiful house, the neighbor on the other side of the road where the beach is built a tall fence. So this person having a beautiful two-story house couldn't now sit on his terrace and look at the sunset over the ocean anymore. And then a few more years passed because he had a lot in front of him, and on that lot now is a 5-story big house built like this, close to his terrace, like straight here is my terrace, but you can touch the new house coming straight up here. So I advise everyone, if you want to build and live here in Cebu, get a big lot. Then you are a little bit more guaranteed to have something to look at beside the wall of the neighbor's house, and you will have such a much more, you will have a better time here in the Philippines, I think. If not, you can live in a condominium or a high-rise tower in Cebu or any other city in Philippines. But we choose head into the countryside. Can you hear the background? Yeah, it's been going on. This hum, bum 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 bum. This music has been pumping out now for almost the whole night, I think. But inside the house it's completely silent. I can't hear anything outside. So that's a good thing, at least for me, because I want to have as much peace as I can. But you can't control your neighbors, as they cannot control what I do, so I try to be kind and considerate to them, but not all neighbors will be that to you, but that's okay. That's just something you should be something you should know, and if you know that, you can take precautions and don't need to be so angry or disappointed. It's quite warm, 24 degrees. With this wind, I will say it feels like 22. 22, but good winds. Another thing that happened after we lost so many trees. Chainsaw. We lost so many trees. The bird life, it's better now than before. I was able to film just one new species. I try to now film species that I haven't filmed before, so I will show that in a separate video. And I'm also on the chase for the black-naped oriole, which is a larger, little bit bigger bird. I haven't seen this bird on this property before, so that's something I have to try to film. Apart from that, there is also some new species on the lot that we started this video with, so I have to try and film that one. And as I told you another before, if you're going to move to Philippines, or if you don't, if you already live here, try to get a hobby, so that you have something to do besides sitting around the house and complaining. And you know what? I see and meet quite a lot of foreigners here. Most of them, sadly, seems to be very unhappy. They are so grumpy that I haven't got a smile from many of them. I think I got a smile from one foreigner here, and I mean foreigners as someone from Europe originally, or United States, Alaska, Australia. So you foreigners living here, if you meet other foreigners, just give them a smile. Not everyone is a criminal, as sometimes you should think why when you look at these foreigners, as they are so extreme grumpy. Not smiling, but bring up a smile. At least if you see me, I will smile back and we can have a chat. Apart from that, try to have a good time. If you made a decision to move to Philippines, you made a decision to have a good time, so you owe it to yourself to try to have as good time as you possibly can. And while I've been talking, I've shown you how this place look from the air, and you can see that my mango trees is lying flat on the ground, and that might be, and it's okay, because I will tell you that we didn't get the harvest we got from the mango tree was so little that it wasn't worth the effort to even fertilize them or do anything, because we've done it now. We had been trying to get a good harvest of mango for almost, say, 10 plus years, and we have never actually succeeded in what we started on to get a good, decent size harvest of mangoes. The only thing that we get a good harvest on is coconut trees, banana, pomelo. They have been great, and also we have cassava, that's been good, but most other things never any good for us. So these things that we now keep, they are doing a good job to give us some extra money, but most of all it gives us something to do, something to look at, and something to eat. So beautiful. This road, I also use it for exercise. So once a day, either in the morning, I start somewhere between 6 to 10 o'clock. I start to exercise, run. I have a jumping rope, so I use that one down here, and I try to exercise for 40 to 50 minutes. It's really warm, so I bring a bottle of water, big bottle of water, and when the water is almost empty, then I will return to the house, take a shower, and just relax for the rest of the day. Or I have lots of chores to do, go here and there with my family. So there's always things that need to be done, and someone need to drive. I'm lucky now because my children, both of them, they have their own driver's license, and we have an international driver's license, all of us. So we use the car, all of us, and drive around here. So that is a good thing, so I don't need to do it all the time. Anyway, I will end this video now, and I will start a new one in probably tomorrow. But I'm not going to post it the day after, because I see from my own experience that my videos are viewed by quite a few, very few people. So I will let them be out from everything from a few weeks to a few months, or a month time, before I post a new one. It all depends on how many people actually view the video. If I have very few, it might stay out for a little bit longer. And to all of you who have responded to all my videos, I comment as much as I can. I don't like negative comments, so those are immediately deleted. I have no time to sit and be irritated for someone who is grumpy somewhere else in the world. I couldn't care less if you're grumpy. I want to show you how the places that I visit are actually beautiful places, and if you want to be here, or if you have a similar place like this, or have an ambition or dream to live here, then maybe I can help you. I'm not going to talk about everything in the video unless I'm requested to do so, and then I can actually more or less ramble about anything, but be specific in your questions, and I will do my best to answer each and every one of them. As you know, I like nature, I like birds, so that's part of having some fun and activities. Something can engage you, and I read a lot. So if you like monetary policy or financial history, those are the kind of topics that I find interesting. I also like world history and travel biographies from 1800, 1600, 1400s, and so forth. So they are great literature, and I like to read upon them. And you should have a lot to do if you're here. Books in Philippines have been always hard to find. So for those of you who are thinking about settling down in Philippines, I suggest you, one, bring books. And the first thing you should start, I advise this to anyone, if you're gonna live here or want to stay for a long time, the first thing you should do is to try to make yourself comfortable. If you don't have a chair, buy one. It costs very little. Buy a really comfortable chair. Fix the small things that irritate you, if you can, and then you will have a much greater and better time being here. Anyway, that was a little bit rambling. If you have any questions, put them in the comment below, and I will do my best to answer all of them. I will go and have some breakfast now. Until next time, I hope all of you have a great time. And if you endured my rambling so far and haven't subscribed, then maybe you should. And I will keep making these videos. And if you want to know more about me, you can look at the video called Who is Duffy? There I explain a little bit about myself, well, what I'm actually doing in my life outside of YouTube, uh, how long I've been married, and so forth. You can watch that video and you will learn much more, and I don't need to repeat it here. Until next time, you have a great time. I'm already having a great time. Until next time, bye bye from Cebu Philippines. Take care. Bye bye.